So hi everybody, today we'll be going to study the class 10th history first chapter, the rise of nationalism in Europe. Okay, so as you all know that Europe is one of the continent. Okay, so what we'll be going to study in this, we'll be going to study what actually the nation state means, what is the meaning of nationalism. Okay, so let's go through line by line because it is very important for class 10th, because the board questions are asked from inside the book and you have to read that book. It is very compulsory. Okay, so let's begin. I'll be teaching you in a very interesting manner that you will enjoy it a lot. So let's begin now. Actually, on our first page, one of the painting is given here, which is painted by a French artist, Frédéric Souriau. Actually, Frédéric Souriau is a French artist who painted four series of paintings, and this is one of them. So let's read the line now. In 1848, Frédéric Souriau, a French artist, prepared a series of four prints visualizing his dream of a world made up of democratic and social republic, as he called them. Okay, so Frédéric Souriau is a French artist. In 1848, he has made a series of four paintings. Okay, and this is one of them. So let's continue further. The first print of the series shows the people of Europe and America, men and women of all ages and social classes, marching in a long train and offering homage to the Statue of Liberty as they pass by it. So, as you can see here in this picture, there is a line of people. Okay, they're marching in a line like a train. Okay, in a line by line they are moving. So what they're actually doing, they're coming towards this Statue of Liberty. They're coming towards this Statue of Liberty and giving homage to it. What do you mean by the term homage? Homage means special respect when you give to someone. That is called homage. Now continue further. Actually, this painting consists of a female allegory. Okay, and there is a Statue of Liberty having torch in one hand, which is a symbol of enlightenment, and whereas in the other hand it consists of a chatter. What is a chatter? Chatter is a some special rights. Okay, so the rights which are given to the, it should be given to the human beings, that is written in that chatter. Okay, let's continue. As you would recall, artists of that time of the French Revolution personified liberty as a female figure. Here you can recognize the torch of enlightenment she bears in one hand and the chatter of the rights of man in the other. Now, as I have explained it earlier, what does it mean? So let's continue further. On the earth in the foreground, foreground means the nearest place which is visible by the viewer. Okay, or the base of the painting. As you can see here, the here base is this, and here some of the absolutist institutions instruments are broken down by the people. So let's see why they are broken. So on the earth in the foreground of the image lies the shattered remains of the symbols of absolutist institution. What do you mean by the term absolutist? Let's see here in new words. See here, absolutist, literally a government or a system of rule that has no restraints on the power exercise. Actually, absolutist is a system of government, like each and every country is having a different systems of government. We are having federal system of government, and many countries are having unitary system of government. Many have, like North Korea, they are not democratic countries. There are many systems of government. So absolutist is also one of a system of government in which the monarch, actually it represents a monarchy in which the monarch can exercise unlimited power. Nobody can stop him. If anybody will be going to stop that person, that king has that much power that he will kill that. Okay, so let's read further the definition. Literally, a government or system of rule that has no restraints on the power exercise. Restraints means कोई रुकावट नहीं है, कोई रोक नहीं सकता, कोई रोक टोक नहीं है. In history, the term refers to a form of monarchical government that was centralized, militarized, and repressive. Centralized means at a particular center it is there. Okay, at एक पर्टिकुलर प्लेस है जहाँ से ये सब कंट्रोल होता है. मिलिटरलाइज्ड मीन्स दे आर हैविंग अ मिलिट्री, देयर ओन मिलिट्री. एंड रिप्रेसिव विच मीन्स दे आर not allowing the people to express their feelings. They are repressing them. As you all know that it is very common in monarchy. It generally we used to see in monarchy. So this is for today's class. We will continue further in part 2. Okay, so we have done till absolutist institution. Subscribe my channel and please hit the like button. Thank you.